Hello, my name is Stephen Harrington. I'm an artist and designer working and living in Los Angeles, California, and welcome to my first solo museum exhibition here at the Amoreppecific Museum of Art. Today I would like to give you a tour of the exhibition, and I would love to bring you through my most recent works, which features over 100 works into drawings, sculptures, and paintings. So, entitled Getting Away, the first series depicts 3 separate large paintings that were created at the beginning phases of COVID during lockdown. The concept for the pieces was really about diving into the imagination and what the power of the imagination can sometimes bring through creativity. So, if you look closely, the paintings feature a kind of cast of characters seen taking a trip into outer space, which for me, in these paintings, represents the imagination itself. So, entitled Stop to Smell the Flowers, this next series features 6 large paintings created on canvas, and the compositions are made up of my character Mello, where he's seen against a backdrop of flowers. These pieces were created in the later stages of COVID in hopes to just break away from the darkness and to just simply remind ourselves to stop and smell the flowers and enjoy the simple beauty around us. Entitled Stay Mello, this large painting asks and contemplates the question of the artists and the artists' relationships with their own works. Within the composition, we see Mello centered below with fang-like characters surrounding him, asking the question of whether the artist is in charge of making the work or the art itself is in charge of making the work. Here we enter exhibition room 2 and 3, which presents a survey of past drawing, prints, and sketches. Not only do we see past works, but we also see a look into the thought process and sketches behind the paintings and drawings and sculptures themselves. Entitled A Way Into, Mello is seen emerging out of a portal that has opened on the floor, making his way into the physical Amoreppecific Museum of Art. Within visiting the space, I really wanted to take the opportunity to design a site-specific piece that interacts with the architecture of the museum that David Chipperfield has created. If you look carefully, you can see that the hands are physically wrapping around the columns that already exist within the space. And this brings us to Exhibition Room 5, which presents an array of previous designs and collaborations that I've created from 2009 to present. So within the center of this room, we see a selection of both figurines and footwear that I've created over the last several years. Here we see a collection of bear bricks that I've designed with Medicom Toy. As we make our room through this center space, we see past footwear pieces from past collaborators. Within the center of the room, we see a footwear collection created with Nike sportswear to celebrate sustainability and the recycled nature of the fabric itself. As we make our way through this space, we also see my interest in developing and exploring Mello on a much smaller scale and working within editions in a similar way as to how I would create editions within screen printing. So in concluding our tour, this brings us to our largest painting within the show, spanning 14 feet wide by 35 feet tall and entitled A Moment of Truth. The piece is really about my interest in exploring environmental concerns. So thank you for joining my tour here at the Amorepacific Museum of Art. I welcome you to visit the exhibition and I hope that you enjoy the show.